Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back for Batwoman. I almost forgot what we were watching. It's actually the last episode for the crossover. Next week's the crossover, guys. Jesus. But last episode, God, we ended with what was it? Mouse? Yeah, Mouse. He was impersonating Jacob. I forgot his name for a second. He was impersonating Jacob for like half the episode. He made what's her name, Catherine, think that things have been patched up between them. So I don't know what's gonna go on whenever he actually shows back up. Excuse me, how they're gonna interact, like what their goal was exactly. Apart from no, actually, what was their goal? I forgot exactly. Like I know that what's it? Julia? Was that it? Alfred's daughter shows up and she pretends she's Batwoman nearing the end, and then she almost gets killed. Luckily, Alice or Beth took out the little thing that would have actually penetrated Kate's suit. So Julia's still alive. Let's see, Kate is letting people in now. She's letting Marion. I almost forgot her name. I'm sorry, Mary. Seems like Mary and Kate are doing better now. They're gonna be fine. She's been helping Kate with her gay bar, which is great. I'm glad that they're gonna be interacting more. I really like Mary. She's probably one of my favorite characters in the show. What's it? Alice got something from this boss lady. I think it's poison. She needs it to poison Gotham, possibly. I don't know if this boss lady is gonna come and attack Alice this episode, or it's gonna be safe for like after the crossover stuff. I have no idea. I think that's like the gist of what happened last episode. Yeah, I think the recap will fill me in on anything I missed. So let's go ahead and start this episode.
Give me your jacket.
Wait, what?
Give me your jacket.
Why'd you break it?
This is vintage, bitch. Take it.
To track whatever's on it, maybe to find out where she's been staying. DNA stuff, I don't know.
I see you broke the staff in two. Like I wouldn't notice?
Sorry. The record would be a whole lot cooler if it actually came apart.
It doesn't though, so. Okay, here's...
It's Kane. We'll be back in Gotham later tonight. Go over the floor plan for the gala first thing tomorrow.
Kidnap?
Lock them.
Mouse? God dang it! Well, I guess that's how they cover that up. Not gonna find out because he's not gonna be there.
I know that this isn't important to you, but it's important to me, okay? So why
Come on,
can't
go.
it be important to you
Gotta
that
go
it's
now.
important to me?
Because you think that if Gotham sees us as a family, that we'll start to believe it. And that's just not how it works. Not after what Catherine did.
Because you gave Alice a second chance, and a third, and a fourth. How can you just write off my mom
Ouch.
as Satan?
Even if I wanted to go, I could never do that to my dad.
You don't know? He decided to come tonight. For me. Sorry for thinking that you would do the same.
Ugh. Alice is really screwing everybody up.
Catherine paid a team of scientists to change DNA results. My dad once found a joint in my backpack and grounded me for a whole summer. It doesn't make sense. This is not him. This isn't him.
Uh-oh. Yes!
What am I missing?
Oh, thank you.
Teams are already down in the theater beginning their sweep. I want this evening to go off without a hitch.
Oh, feck! He knew then. He knows.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell, for that wonderful intro, and to
You know
Mayor
that?
Akins and the city of Gotham for this great honor.
She's trying to preserve some sick relationship with Kate, and killing me would...
Killing you would mean Kate would never forgive her. Because Kate's still in love with you.
Well, could just be friends.
I have no idea.
Any idea how you feel?
Alright, can we discuss this later, bud?
We should probably figure out how to get out of here.
Fair point, but I mean, come on. Priorities for now. People are in danger. Oh! Nobody notices Alice?
You honor me as one of Gotham's heroes.
Oh boy.
An honor that I bought and paid for. Quite literally with blood money. My company makes millions by putting weapons of war in the hands of Gotham's criminals.
Okay, I'm in position.
Batwoman's here. Let's pounce.
Did that just break, or did they split up now?
And I'm really regretting not getting you a bigger one of these in this moment.
I wouldn't have wanted it.
You sure you still want this one?
Dude, later.
Tyler.
Catherine, you do not look so well.
You stay the hell away from us!
I'm not the one you should worry about. For it was all very well to say drink me, but you should have first looked to see whether it's marked poison or not.
4782.
Catherine, do you want to tell her? I think her internal organs are liquefying. I'll just tell you. It's a deadly neurotoxin designed to kill without mercy. But, lucky for us, Hamilton developed an antidote.
Okay. You just gotta hold on until we can get that antidote.
Oh, no. My dear, I'm confusing my stories. Hamilton never even bothered to develop an antidote.
If she dies, I'll kill you!
No, I found a solution. A universal cure-all all the way from Coriana.
Where's Coriana?
She's doing a lot better this time around.
She said she was sorry!
Thank you, Catherine. I do believe you've earned a draught to this tea.
Oh, dear. Not you, too.
What?
Oh, I forgot. I was thinking, and I forgot to bring it up. God.
You had someone impersonate him. What? The Skin Pirate. There is an escapee from Arkham.
All right, she was with Luke.
Maybe we'll buy enough time to get to the emergency room.
She's not gonna be happy with Kate.
No, Mom, we have to try. Okay, we have to try.
Mary, listen to me. Drink it.
No, there has to be another way.
Mary, I am your mom. Drink it.
It's okay.
Oh, come on. It's not like Catherine didn't have it coming. You're poisoned, Catherine.
Catherine! Poisoned Catherine when she slithered into our family and brainwashed our father and replaced us with that vapid, human, run-on sentence of a daughter.
Kate, come on. Kate, okay.
That's what I thought.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you know how many wardrobe changes I did in that elevator thinking that I was fooling you? Cameras in that elevator. Mom? Mom.
You're the one thing I did right. Nothing makes me prouder than having raised you.
Mom? No. Mom. Stay with me. Wake up.
It was a bike that was too big for you. You wrecked it the same day. What is going on?
Awesome mouse with the gala.
Commissioner,
Jacob Kane, you're under arrest.
For the death of your wife.
I don't understand. What are you talking about? I've never seen that before in my life. What the hell is happening? Get your hands off of me!
Did they not know about the guy in Arkham?
Do you know how many horrible people that I've saved? Druggies, thugs with face tattoos. Pulled a windshield out of a guy who stole the car that he totaled.
Goodness.
Walked out of my clinic the next day like nothing had happened. You are literally the last person who can bring me comfort right now. I'm gonna ask you again, Kate. Is Alice worth it? Finally. Too bad it's too late.
I think you need to figure yourself out. And when you do, and if you see the same future I do, maybe I'll still be here. Maybe I won't.
And I chose to believe Beth was still alive. I chose to save my sister from the monster she's become. But by making that choice, I lost my entire family for the second time. And now the only thing I'm left with is the awful truth. That Alice was right. Beth is gone.
I hate her so much, Dad.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna put her down once and for all.
This time I won't stop you.
And now here, you saved my life.
Submit and begin your life anew.
Show me.
The knowledge is within you.
What? Ah! Confused. God, you son of a... next week! I probably should have expected a little bit before we go into the crisis stuff next week, but I didn't. We had a little bit kind of thing last crossover, or the week before last year's crossover. I guess it just escaped my mind after everything that was going on in this episode. But okay, so before we go into the Batwoman stuff, what the heck was that about? He never mentioned. He said he's traveled across worlds, hunting him down, trying to kill him. And then getting here, he says he saved him? Obviously, we weren't given that information yet for a reason, but like, what? To submit and begin your life anew. Submit, though. Like, that sounds more like something that the Anti-Monitor would say, but it also, like, the voice sounded like Marnavu, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's supposed to be the Anti-Monitor, or the Monitor, but it just makes it submit. For some reason, it seems like something more he would have, the Anti-Monitor would have said. I don't remember what Anti-Monitor's name is, if they've said it, but, like in the comics, I don't remember what they said, if his name was mentioned in the comics or not. But yeah, then he pressed the symbols in a sequence like he knew it.
Show me.
The knowledge is within you.
Or maybe his plan was to kill him even here. Then when Allegra shined a light on whatever those words were, or the symbols, he's like, wait a minute, this means something completely different now. I don't know. How did you save him? I'm so curious now. I'm like, so this was basically it says December 9th, which is supposed to be the day of the crossover begins, right? I think it's when it's Batwoman first, I believe. Hold on. I have it down here, just so I can remember. Yeah, December. Oh no, what? Supergirl's first. December 9th. That should be. That is when Batwoman does it. that Supergirl is the first crossover, or the first episode of the crossover, I believe. Let me double check this real fast. Yeah, December 8th, that's when the crisis starts. Supergirl's gonna be the first part of the crisis, so I don't know what's. Either way, didn't expect it, and it was kind of cool. And I thought for a second it was supposed to be like a teaser of the actual crossover, but it was one of just those end ties. I'm assuming it's gonna do that at each show. Like it might not be anything different. It might, but last year it just played the same tidbit at the end of each show. So, but anyway, more of that probably getting into Supergirl maybe. But for now, back to Batwoman. I actually was pretty emotional about on this one. Like not to this like how Arrow or Flash has been affecting me, but like I felt really bad for Mary. Because I mean, like I said earlier in the episode, and I said it pretty much every episode before this, that Mary's basically my favorite character in the show, and seeing her go through that sucks. Like Catherine might not have been my favorite character, but I didn't think she needed to die, and I didn't want Mary to have to see her mother die, and also to feel not necessarily responsible, but like kind of, because since Mary wound up drinking the poison as well, of course Catherine wasn't gonna take the cure. She was gonna give it to Mary. So she died slowly. God dang, that stuff like it melted her organs. It says your internal organs liquefied. But yeah, all that and everything else that Alice listed. Jesus. Even pushed Kate to the point of, well, she was pretty much on the brink of killing her right there. She was trying to choke her. She was trying to suffocate her. And I think she was letting go. I'm not entirely sure. Let me just check. I know Mouse, whatever his name is, pushed her off. No, he cheated. That's right. I forgot. So yeah, she already let go before Tommy showed up. But also, I knew that, or I figured, I didn't know for sure, but I figured Mary would be upset with Kate because of one, she's given her. I'll get into that in a second. She's given her chances upon chances, and it kind of led to this. She if she hadn't gotten in between Jacob and her sister, her dad and her sister, then Alice would probably be dead by now, and she wouldn't have been able to do what she did. Like this whole thing, she killed Catherine. She's given the Crows and Jacob terrible. Like she's framed them. She framed them and Catherine. So they're just kind of screwed right now. She did a whole lot of crap in a few moments. But going real quick before I go, no, I'm gonna go into this before I forget. I'll put it 1 second. She kind of alluded to that again, asking Kate again whether Alice is worth it, and Kate actually answers with no. But Mary's like, well, it's too late now, and she doesn't even want. She says that Kate's basically the last person that she wants to comfort her, or that could comfort her. And that hit me kind of hard, just because, I mean, like I said, Mary's my favorite character, or at least one of, if she's not my favorite character of the show. And I wanted her and Kate to have an actual relationship, but this is gonna put a damage, like a stop, not a stop, but it's gonna put that on pause, to put a chink in it, because of she kind of feels like Kate's almost responsible for it, and that she took her side and she made her mom out to be. I mean, she not made her mom out to be, but she was had this opinion of her mom because of what she did. Now it was obviously a mistake. She shouldn't have done that, but she didn't do it out of malicious intent. And the fact that she also sacrificed herself for her daughter, it kind of also adds that to Mary pinning, like what's the word I'm looking for? Not necessarily comparing Alice and Catherine, but like, saying that she was telling Kate, she's not the monster that you made her out to be. And now because of Alice, the one that you've been defending, because of her, she's dead now. So it's actually a pretty good mid-season finale. I was wondering what they were gonna do, like, because I know, like, and I mentioned with the whole like the tea party thing she mentioned at the end of the last episode. It turns out that whatever the boss lady gave her wasn't poison. It was the cure to, excuse me, to a lot of poisons. I mean, it could kill you, but the way you could also, whatever you get this thing from, you could also trade away, and then it'll give you a cure instead. But yeah, apparently she gave her and not actually poison. So that kind of threw me. I didn't expect that to be the case. I thought the poison was from Catherine, or not from Catherine. I'm sorry, the poison was from the boss lady. And then she brought up the poison that Catherine actually made. When she said that, I was like, huh. So the boss lady stole that from Catherine's? Why didn't she do that? Couldn't she have just had Mouse steal it from them? But they've been working on this kind of bio weapon as well. So that's kind of terrible, kind of terrifying. But yeah, so her whole plan was to hurt everybody Catherine's associated with and her dad. So she's framed her dad. He's been put away. The Crows aren't having a great name right now because the Crows were there and also attacked. And she also said, she had Catherine say that she had been giving money to criminals, and that Jake has been covering up for her and all that stuff. And the Crows also, they kept the people in, and they were attacking, and they were attacking Batwoman because the Alice's goons and crap were pretending to be Crows. So I was wondering what Jacob was there for too. So it was because he was slowly getting in their people, and I guess they either killed or just kidnapped whoever if they were replacing anybody. Because I mean, I'm assuming it wouldn't just be like we all of a sudden have a jump in how many people we have, so they might just replace them. I'm assuming. I don't know, but yeah, that was obviously what he was there for, along with making sure that Catherine and Alice and Mary drink the poison. And that sucks for Kate. I feel terrible for Kate too. I'm like, she's been holding on to hope that she could get Beth back. Like this was like what she was choosing to be what not defined her exactly, but something that was she didn't choose it for this specific reason, but basically she had this that kind of separated her from Batman. One of the things that separated her from Batman, that she had this hope that she could reach out to Alice and bring back Beth. But at the end, she says, the fact that she caused Mary to she caused Mary to just not want anything to do with her, and also her dad's been locked away now. I don't know. She probably will regret it if Jacob is able to put her down, but because of all the emotions that's hitting her, she's feeling this particular way. So she's like, I hate her, and I'm not gonna try to stop you. And it's pushed her to that. I am glad though at the very before all this went down. I'm glad that Kate. I keep mixing everybody's names up, but I'm glad that Kate was able to realize that it wasn't her dad. That Tommy wasn't her dad. That he was being that he was impersonating her. Him. Tommy was impersonating her dad. Jesus. So I'm really glad that she was able to catch on to that, and she wanted to make sure. Obviously, she called him and the verification thing. But I think he caught on that she didn't believe who he was, and either that or he just tranked Sophie and them to keep them out of the way, because they were probably getting ready to go with him as well. But then he didn't want them to, obviously, because they would stop him or stop the rest of the other. Even though it wouldn't just be two of them against his goons or their goons. But it showed Kate. She did a lot better. She picked up on that. That was really good that she was able to pick up on her not being her dad. But her fighting capabilities were definitely improved from the earlier parts of the season. I mean, it's still early. It's only like the first half. But like the way she was going down the hallway and was just flipping, beating these guys, it seemed to flow much smoother. Unlike my speech, which is having issues. I'm glad that they're showing her improvement, especially since we're getting ready to jump into the crossover. And I'm pretty sure like a few episodes back, or last episode, or some episodes or so, we were supposed to have caught up to what last season's crossover, like where we had met Kate in the first place, like where she's supposed to be at right now. And she was pretty good for what they showed of her in the last season's crossover. Real quick, I want to address just like Sophie and Tyler. Now, I get why he's upset. That's not something that's easy to let go, especially like you find out your wife has been lying to you about a relationship you didn't know she had, and there's also the chance that they both might still have strong feelings for each other. I get that, but this is a situation that other people could be in danger. You don't know what's going on. You know, somebody was impersonating your boss. You don't know what their plan is. Your priority should be to kind of get the heck out and try to stop whatever's going on. But I do feel bad for both of them. Like, he seems to care for her, and he wants to have a family. He wants to have a family with her too. But she seems confused. She's not she's not sure. She has to have feelings for Sophie, I'm assuming. I mean, she seems broken up about it, so I'm assuming she has feelings for her husband. So she's just not sure which way to, like, she doesn't want to lie to him either, and I think it's just proving difficult for her to say that she just has feelings for him, because she knows, or whether she knows it or not, she still has strong feelings for Kate. So, but yeah, I mean, all in all, I thought that was a pretty decent mid-season finale. Not just decent, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I hate what happened, but it was good. My God, the fact that Jacob's in prison or in jail. I mean, he's been framed for covering up for what Kate also was framed for. And then we got now there's going to be a distance between Kate and Mary. Mary pushing Kate away because she feels she's kind of responsible for, her mother dying. And then we just got next week's crossover. We had a little bit kind of leading into next week's crossover. So I cannot believe we already have that next week's the crossover. Oh my god, it's gonna be insane! But until then, guys, that is it for this week's episode of Batwoman. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for the crossover for Crisis, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to support us, go and check out our Patreon. You can get access to polls to shows you want us to react to when you're a replacement, and early access videos to whatever catcher series that we have. Links to our Patreon will also be in the description down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys next week.